Hey, how are you doing this great day? We're going to be talking about Audacity today. Why do so many brand new voiceover artists actually go ahead and grab Audacity? There could be a couple of reasons. I'm assuming one of the main reasons is that it's free, but we're going to be talking about that and also some of the amazing functionality that you're going to be able to get right out of the box with Audacity. It's one of those things where when you're a brand new voiceover artist, trying to understand everything about your DAW, your digital audio workstation, the software that you use to record your voice, gets really vital. It is really an important part of what it is that you have to do. And you have to become what I've been saying for a long time now, somewhat of an audio engineer, so that you can begin to have an amazing process when it comes to processing your audio. Everything from the loudness of it, the dB level, even the compression, the EQ, the normalization, all of those types of things. And we want to make sure that we get into some of that today because it is vitally important. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching me live right now. Hey, Hat Powser, thank you for being here in the group with us today. Brian Graves, hey, what's up, my friend? Glad to have you here. Definitely. Ben Brown is in the house. Yes. Hat Powser saying because Audacity is free. Well, yeah, that could be a big part of it. Mr. Bill Freeman is in the house with us today. Thank you, folks, for being here. All the members that tune in live with me and even watch the replay, I definitely appreciate all of you. Make sure that if you want to get in the group, because a lot of people that are going to be on this live session, they are members of grindanddontquit.com. It's a free group, free to be able to join, to get training. We even have a live Zoom session every Saturday at 1 p.m. It's called the Ask Me Anything, the AMA session. So I want to make sure that you get in on that. You know, it's one of the things about whether we're talking about Audacity or whatever. Hat Powers is saying, "Ooh, multiple camera setup." Yeah, we got multiple camera setups, definitely. The thing that just looking at already how hard it is to be a voiceover artist, right? It's already hard to be a voiceover artist. One of the things that I know that we get caught up in, especially in the beginning, is paralysis or analysis paralysis is what they say. I always mess that up. Analysis paralysis, where we're watching all of these YouTube videos. We're trying to do this thing on our own over here, whether you're using Audacity or Adobe Audition or whatever it is that you're using to create your audio and process your audio. We start watching so many different videos and we get confused. Now, it's funny because a lot of people say that the more coaches or counselors you have, the better. But when you get into a professional type of situation, a professional level, Serena Williams doesn't have 12 coaches. You know, basketball teams don't have 15 coaches. They have one, and that one coach learns who it is that you are and how it is that you perform. So even when it comes down to selection of who you want to listen to, I think especially in voiceover, when we start getting deep about all these different things that you can do to process and use to process your audio, different coaches are going to tell you different things, and you will get confused. You want to select someone that you actually resonate with and get in that community. Get in the community with the person that you trust to actually lead you to where it is that you want to go. But obviously you also have to make sure that they are and have been, are at that level that you want to get to, so that you can strive for something, and a coach should challenge you to do just that. And so whether it's books you read, YouTube videos you watch, all these different things, we can start getting confused with too much information. And the reason why this is important is when you look at the DAW that you're going to use, whether it doesn't matter, the one that you're going to use, but we're talking about Audacity today. If Audacity is your DAW of choice, you want to go all in on Audacity. You want to go all in on Audacity and learn it till the wheels fall off. Ride that thing till the wheels fall off on you on this thing here. Because when you do that, the processes that you start setting up will continually make more and more sense, and you'll get more and more ingrained in the functionality of that thing. One of the things that I've seen happen, people will select Audacity to use, and then they get convinced that they ought to move to another DAW for whatever reason. Now, people that are ingrained in their DAWs, we are really, really ingrained in them. Most people know Adobe Audition is my DAW of choice, but I've been using that since before it was called Adobe Audition. So it makes sense that that's what I use. If I had started off with Audacity, I may have never switched to any other DAW for this one reason. Even though every DAW does exactly the same thing as far as processes go, there are some different functionalities with it, right? But the way that you get to the end result, any DAW can do for you. But when you switch to a different DAW, what happens is now there's another 2, 3, 4 month, 6-month learning curve. And now you've slowed up your process. Now, I don't begrudge anyone for moving DAWs, changing microphones, changing audio interfaces, any of that. But when it comes down to a DAW, it is that thing that there is going to definitely be a learning curve. Now, who was it that said that? Hat's Power. Yes, one of the main reasons that people move to a different or get Audacity in the beginning is because it is a free digital audio workstation. It's a free DAW. And it's it's functional. Let's just put it that way. It will do what you need it to do. Right. And so the thing about starting off in voiceover, I think it is a good idea, actually, Brian, this isn't a new toy. I know what you're talking about. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Brian is saying, anyone but me seeing Earl's rocking his new toy. Actually, this is my Synco Mic D2. This is my Synco Mic D2 that I'm using, just so that everyone knows that. But we're going to get into some of that. Brian's trying to do some spoiler alerts out here on me. Anyway, when you're starting off in voiceover, one of the things that you really have to consider is this the thing that you're going to be doing for the long haul? Is it going to be the thing that you're going to commit to doing, the thing that you're going to commit to be successful in? Because if it is just a hobby, no, you don't want to spend a ton of money on a microphone, an audio interface, a DAW, which, I don't know, depending on how you feel about it, there's some pros and cons to using a, internet-based platform, like a cloud-based platform, just like Adobe Audition is. The same thing is with, or differently actually, Audacity is not cloud-based. You just download it to your computer. But you can get the updates and all of that. But Adobe Audition is going to run you like $19 per month. So that's an expense. And it's an expense before you start making money, if you're just starting out. Whereas Audacity, there is no expense to it. And you can just get right into doing what you're doing, but you have to learn that DAW, that digital audio workstation. And so when you look at the different functionality that comes along with Audacity, and I'll share some of that with you here, it's like, here it is, right? Here's what it looks like when you initially open up Audacity. The setup to this, to me now, it's pretty simple. It doesn't mean that it is simple, but it is. You can go up here, you hit audio setup, and you can go in and adjust your audio settings. You can select your playback device, which would basically be your speakers, your recording device, which would be your microphone, and your recording channels. You are only going to be recording in mono, so you're just selecting which one it is. And then you select those things, and then it's just as simple as hitting this red button, and then all of a sudden, you're recording in Audacity. Just like you see this, it's just recording what I'm saying right now. Now you have a waveform that you can actually start manipulating and adjusting. You can add in another line below this and, add in music, sound effects. things of that nature. There are a lot of different tutorials on Audacity that are readily available on like YouTube in particular. Inside of our free community, we actually have a free Audacity course to show you the steps you need to take in order to go ahead and get started. And you can get that by going right here to www.grindanddontquit.com. I'm telling you, I'm so proud and impressed of the people that are members of this free community that I began at the beginning of December, and it's continually growing. We're continuing to add. It's very interactive. And one of the things that I've noticed about our community at grindanddontquit.com is the interaction that's there, the support that is there of each other. There is no one dogging on anyone. There is only support and help and different things that you're able to have access to. And then also you've got access to my free courses that are there as well that you can dig into and start doing. But I have to go back and say this, even in regards to the courses or whatever it is that you're going to do, information is nothing without execution. There's this strange thing that happens when people either get a course, whether it's free or you pay for it. You think that all of a sudden that's the end. But I dare ask any of us, I say us, that have purchased courses and one, never logged in, only logged in a few times, only did a few of the trainings, but never executed on those trainings that they got. That is a big thing. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'm just looking here. Thank you so much. Mr. Webb, super chat, $10. Definitely appreciate you, Cyrus. Cyrus, for everyone that knows, I'll admit, Cyrus is literally my best friend. We talk every day. He helps me even in my business planning that I do. He's a very, very smart person, even though he would not describe himself. So he knows I'm messing with him when I say that. But Cyrus has been a big part of my journey with what it is that I do, and has been very, very helpful to me in that arena. So I definitely thank you for that super chat, Cyrus, and for the support of my channel here. And definitely thank everyone for the support, because I feel like I'm supported by most people that are here. I just want to go back through some of the comments that are here. Okay, people, and see y'all talking to each other in here. I just love this. Mr. William, yep, Cinco all day. Yeah, that's my Cinco brother right there. Our Cinco Mike D2 brothers. Bill saying Earl and his toys aren't nothing new. No, they're not. I have a problem. I do. I have a problem. I love buying gear. I need help. That's just kind of the truth about it. But I do. I mean, the purchases that I make, I at least try in my own mind to make them make sense, whether they do or not, whatever. Hat Pauser is saying, I watched a bunch of Josh Meyer vids and he convinced me Audacity is fine. Says he used to pay for Adobe Audition, decided he didn't need it. Exactly. There's this big misconception. And I've talked about this a few times, but there's this big misconception that Audacity is somehow some sort of lower, cheap, not good digital audio workstation. And it's not true. It does everything the other ones do. It just so happens to be free. There's nothing wrong with Audacity. And I feel sorry for people that may have made you feel like there is, but there's not. It is definitely an awesome DAW. Ben is saying, is it possible to use music DAWs like Fruity Loops, IKEA, Alberton? I've never used those ones. I've heard, the only one that you mentioned that I've heard of is Ableton. That is the only one I've ever heard of. I've never used it. I think I may have had it. It may have come with one of my audio interfaces. I don't know, but I've never used it. So Ben, I'm sorry, but I can't answer that question. Cyrus is saying, I love Audacity. Cyrus does use Audacity from time to time to do what he does in his audio production, even though I was going to say he's not a voiceover artist, but he may as well be for what I can see. Appreciate you, man, and what you're doing here. Thank you, Cyrus. And I appreciate you, my brother. You know that I do. Yeah. Mr. William is saying we need a gear support group. Don't we? Don't buy it. Don't buy it. You know, we need that we definitely need that support. Um, See, now here goes Sally. Sally, I'm not even putting your comment up on screen. You're trying to continually just make me go somewhere. But I'm going to go there soon. But go ahead. Anthony saying Earl's a shopaholic. Say it isn't so. I'm using Audacity at present. Hashtag GADQ. Did you see that, Cyrus? Let me put it up again on screen. Hashtag GADQ. Yeah. Okay. Most definitely. You guys may have noticed sitting here, I actually have a paperback copy. This is my brand new book that will be launching on March 1st. March 1st, this will be launching. I have in my advanced reader copies right now. And I've been going through this and just absolutely loving inside the book. Reading this, I mean, this is my first book of the year. Not that I'll be writing too many, but this is my first book of the year. There's going to be links in the description where you can actually go and pre-order this. Becoming a voice actor. Some people that are in our group at grinditdon'tquit.com, I've got quotes from them in here. They were very instrumental in helping me to write this book and give some further things. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. Are you an aspiring voice actor? Do you want to take your career to the next level? If the answers are yes, then you need to get your hands on a copy of Becoming a Voice Actor, The 4 Steps to Get You on Your Way by author Earl Hall. This comprehensive guide contains simple and proven steps to help you jumpstart your voiceover career. Learn how to create a unique voice, record auditions, and find the right marketing platforms to help you get your start. Pre-order your copy today. The book's official release is March 1st, 2023. Don't miss out. Order now. All right, so as that little promo said, it is available on Amazon right now. You can go ahead and pre-order your copy, Kindle format. It's going to be released March 1st, so in just a couple of weeks from now. I definitely want to thank all the people that have pre-ordered that Kindle version of the book. I definitely appreciate you for doing that. You didn't have to, but you did, and so I definitely appreciate you. And don't sleep on Steps to Voiceover Success. This book is available in paperback, as you see, as well as in Kindle format. This was my first book on voiceover that I wrote. It is a very good companion to go with Becoming a Voice Actor as well. Hat Pauser is being smart here. Wonder who's narrating the audiobook. I don't know. We'll have to see who's going to do that. Mr. William is saying, I found that there are a good deal of people that use Presonus Studio One. Now, I've heard of that. People do use that as well. With that, KC is saying, got that on the Kindle. Awesome. Thank you so much. I think you're probably referring to Steps to Voiceover Success. So I definitely want to thank you for that and purchasing that book. Did you give me a review on Amazon? Did you go on Amazon and write a review? I would definitely appreciate it if you did. Definitely anyone that has purchased any of my books, I definitely appreciate those folks that take that time to go back on Amazon and give their thoughts and opinions on the book as well and show me that support. Definitely appreciate it. Now, Sally is asking me about my purchase. Everyone, and I knew everyone was going to think this. I knew everyone was going to think that this mic was a Sennheiser MKH416, but it's not. It is this one. It's the Senko Mic D2. It looks just like it, right? It looks just like it. And so the reason, and here it is for everybody that's been waiting, here's my Sennheiser. I just got it in the mail yesterday. And so this is what she looks like on the inside. You've got your little, foam there, windscreen. You've got your little microphone holder for a shotgun mic in particular. And then obviously we have the actual shotgun mic is right here. The Sennheiser MKH 416. Actually, I have to hold it this way if you want to see the actual, I don't know if I can put this in focus or not. Maybe I can't. But anyway, This is the mic, and it does look a lot like, hold on here, my Synco Mic D2. They're actually the same length. They're the same length. They feel identical almost, basically. But the reason that I got this, I'm going to tell you why. Let me go ahead and put this bad boy. I only took it out once. I'm going to put that back in, and let's put this windscreen back. It diminished so that I diminish popping my P's. All right, so I'm going to put that back in its little case. So it's back in its little case now. People, I don't think, believe that this Synco Mic D2 is as good as the Sennheiser MKH416. In the coming week, I'm actually going to do a side-by-side comparison video so that you can see the comparison of a $1,000 microphone from Sennheiser. And I think this goes for what, $250? A $250 microphone that you're actually experiencing right now. The sound of it, the quality of it, the audio quality of it. So I'm going to be doing a comparison video coming up in the coming week to kind of show you the differences and or similarities in the sound of these two different microphones, vastly different pricing. But yeah. All right, so let's see here. Some more questions coming in. World Blessing is saying, I use both Audacity and Adobe Audition. Audacity is fantastic now that they've got the real-time effects. Yeah, they're getting updates in there. William is asking me, I guess, about the microphones. Can you compare the feel of the two windscreens? Watch the video I'll do. I definitely will. I will remember that in there. Ben Brown is saying, what is the major benefit of having a shotgun mic like the one you purchased? Well, I can tell you this. The advantage of a shotgun mic, and I'll use this, both of them really are the same. The advantage of having a shotgun mic, let's just say over the traditional types of like condenser microphones that you use, is that, and I'll switch cameras for this. This is the recording element, is right there on the end. So it is very directional. Just like this, it's very directional, and it's going to try and pick up what is pointing at it. It's the reason why a lot of filmmakers, movies that all of us can call out, they use a shotgun mic so that, and it's off camera, so that they can just point it at the actor and pick up that sound. That's what's used on movie sets, are shotgun mics. That's how they pick up the sound that they do. This became popular, shotgun mics became popular in voiceover because of that same thing. It's not trying to pick up a big pattern around me. It's not all over the place. It is right here. You know, all I have to do is point this at my mouth, and it's going to pick up the sound. And again, you've been listening to this the whole broadcast, right? You've been listening to how this sounds and picks up. And this is, again, it's only a $250 microphone, but the Sennheiser is $1,000, right? So being able to capture a voice like this, as opposed to a lot, like I said, the condenser mics are used and formed to pick up as much sound as possible from as wide of a pattern as possible. Whereas this, the pickup pattern is going to be very narrow. That's why it is so effective as a voiceover mic. So, and again, whether you're using Audacity, Adobe Audition, GarageBand, I don't care. It's you being able to, one, record in an appropriate environment, two, have a microphone that's suitable for you to record with, and three, being able to put that into your digital audio workstation and manipulate that, process it, edit it, do all the things you need to do is going to make that job a much easier job to do and facilitate, because you're actually in a good environment using a very good microphone like the Synco Mic D2, which it is. I've had my Synco Mic D2 for over 2 years at this point. And I found it through actually watching YouTube videos and discovering about it. And I bought it. And I love it. It is my go-to microphone for VO. I don't need another one to do that. That's why I need help with stop buying microphones. I need y'all to pray for me. Okay. So Ben is saying, what is the major benefit? Okay, I just answered that question. Hat Pauser, I went ahead and grabbed Isotope RX10. Oh, that's nice. A couple days ago because it's half off, but I'm unclear if it will work with Audacity or not because maybe with some additional steps, still need to investigate more. Okay. Hey, what's up? What's up, Annie? Glad to have you in the house. Thanks for being here. Hat Pauser, if you can be on our AMA sessions that we have every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, all you have to do is join grindanddontquit.com if you haven't already. And then you get access to those live Zoom sessions that I do every Saturday. And it's something that we can investigate with you on that because we can share screens, we can take a look at it. And see, then this again goes back to what I was talking about with coaches in the beginning is finding someone that's going to actually be able to get in there and work with you makes a difference because you can watch YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video to try and get an answer, or you can come on something like what we do every Saturday, our AMA sessions, Ask Me Anything at 1 p.m. Eastern, and just get the answer. Because I'll have you share your screen. We'll pull up Audacity. We'll pull up, how you go ahead and get those plugins into Audacity if you're not familiar with that. But we can handle that in like 5-10 minutes and it'll be done. That's the power of actually having a coach. Whichever one that you select, the power of having a coach and being able to actually talk to that coach. That's a big caveat. To be able to talk to that person so that we can actually get you to the result, to the answer that you actually want to have. And the AMA sessions are powerful. There are plenty of people that are on with me every Saturday at 1 p.m. Guys, how do you like the AMA sessions that we have every Saturday at 1? You tell your story. Do you like them? Let the folks know. Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Yeah, Penny, thank you for the prayers. I'm definitely appreciate that. I need some help. Ben, so that I understand the concept of the shotgun mic more clearly, it deals with direct line of sight in regards to sound wave. It concentrates receive waves straight into the mic. That is a very layman's term, but yes, you're on the right track with that. Very narrow. You saw how small the end of the mic was, right? And you just point that where you want to pick that sound up from, and it makes a difference. Like right now, it's pretty much pointed directly at my mouth. But if I come over here and I start talking, it's not going to pick it up as effectively as it does if I'm here. That's the major difference. And obviously, you're probably not hearing background noise and all that other kind of stuff going on into the mic right now because of that as well. Penny is saying, I love your AMA sessions. Thank you, Penny. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Williams saying, I'm using 3 different wave plugins in real time with Audacity. The short answer is yes. Okay. Bill is saying, love them. I guess I'm hoping you're talking about the AMA sessions. Mr. William Freeman, thank you so much. Yeah, Mr. William is saying it's called proximity. Basically is where I am right now. I have good proximity to the microphone. I'm about 3 inches from my mic. I'm not speaking directly into the mic. I'm speaking across the microphone so that I don't pop my P's and things of that nature. That's a microphone technique. It's one of those things that I teach as well. But yeah, the proximity effect is what you need, because if you're not in proximity of that element that's all the way over here, then you're not going to get good sound until you get here with the microphone. I got some important announcements coming up on the AMA tomorrow, so you do not want to miss it, because I'm going to be talking about some stuff you definitely want to know about. And since I now have the book in, I have my advanced reader copies in. I'm going to be sending those out to those folks that have already signed up and registered for the training that I'm doing as well. You can learn more about that at grindanddontquit.com if you want to go ahead and sign up for that training that's going to be starting on March 5th. You can grab that. It's $197. And we're going to be going through a bunch of stuff. I would play the commercial for you, but it's kind of long, so I didn't want to play that for you like I did the book with that. But it is something definitely to take a look at. Let's see. Ben is saying, love AMA. It makes my day. Thank you. Annie is saying, impressive to see how the mic is not picking up much from the side. World Blessings is talking to Mr. William. Which 3 real-time waves plugins do you use in Audacity? I use an S1 and vocals plugins. Thank you, Pat Pauser, for participating today in our live Friday session, which we do every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you are here. William Freeman, yes, the AMAs and the people in the group, love it. Thank you. Mr. William, my pleasure. No, sir, it is my pleasure and my honor to have you all here. Go ahead, if you have not already, sign up. Go ahead and go to the website, grindanddon'tquit.com. It's free. Free training. Free AMAs with me every Saturday at 1. Where can you go wrong? If you haven't signed up, go ahead and sign up right now. And I'll see you on the AMA tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Take care. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to go ahead and give us a thumbs up right now. Make sure to join our free community at www.grindanddon'tquit.com, where we show you every day how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business.